The U.S. is facing an ongoing crisis with millions of women struggling to find maternity care.
Here in Central Texas, several counties have limited or no services at all. A new report released by March of Dimes says Mason, Blanco, and Lee counties are considered maternity care deserts. Here's KVUE's Isabella Basco.
Yadira Fernandez lives outside Blanco and is about to be a first-time mother. She decided to work with a midwife for the birth rather than choosing a hospital, since the nearest hospital for her delivery would be Austin or San Antonio.
As you're growing in pregnancy, it gets a little bit harder to drive. It gets a little bit harder to move around. So making an hour drive one way isn't going to be fun.
That's a situation that licensed midwife Una Mecas sees often, with Mason, Blanco, and Lee counties considered maternity care deserts by March of Dimes, a nonprofit focused on mothers and babies. A maternity care desert is a county where there's a lack of resources for women, no hospitals or birth centers nearby to offer them obstetric care.
When you don't get the care you need when you need it, things can get exacerbated. So if you're not getting a Pap screening, which is just a screening for cervical cancer, it could be possible that you don't catch it in time. And then you have people who come in for care that are much sicker than they could have been.
Mecas also runs the Hill Country Women's Health Collective, a free women's clinic in Wimberley to help women who don't have insurance.
We need more OBs that are committed to serving these rural communities and rural counties, and there just aren't enough providers. There are not enough providers in Texas.
A situation that's dire in rural areas.
Half of the country is not living in cities. Half of our country is living in rural areas or areas that really have low access to care, and we have to care about the whole country.
A lot of people will say, you choose a small town, you get what you get. But I think that should never come with having to give up something like safety.
That could also mean the difference between life or death. Reporting in Austin, Isabella Basco for KVUE News.
Bastrop County is also considered a place with low access to maternity care. For a link to that full map, visit KVUE.com.